Secrets Mothers Keep by Anya Mora. Narrated by Jennifer Jill Araya. 1. I keep checking my phone. I know that's rude to do on a date, but Riggs and I are past dating, aren't we? After 12 months, this is more than casual, but we haven't labeled it either. I'm 37, he's 35, but it's not even the age thing. I feel old. Too old to be someone's girlfriend.
Are you expecting a call, Cora?
He asks, a dark brow raised, lifting a piece of spicy tuna to his mouth. Chopsticks in the air, he waves the waiter over, ordering us both more sake. I shake my head. No thanks, I'm good. Riggs frowns, knowing me. When we go out, I always have 3 glasses of wine and let him do the driving. It's our thing. Okay, so maybe I am his girlfriend. But tonight I'm on edge. It's been hours since I've heard from Ezra. It's not like him.
Any idea of what he might be up to?
Riggs asks. He mentioned going to the soccer game tonight. Riggs shrugs.
You're the one who's constantly worried about his lack of a social life. Isn't this a good thing?
In theory, yes. But I know my son. He's slow and steady, methodical, a planner who takes his time, cautious, like me. Being gone since school let out on a Friday night is not his style. He had an AP English practice test after school, but that was hours ago. Maybe he met up with that group of guys I told you about, the ones who have stopped by a few times. I check the time on my phone. It's after 9. He hasn't texted once.
His phone probably died,
Riggs says, having a quick answer for everything. Which is one of the main reasons I like him so much. He's confident, sure of his place in the world, and has enough drive for both of us. I'm sure you're right. I turn my phone over, trying to be present. Isn't that what I'm always harping to my readers about? Less screen time. It's harder to put into practice than I let on in my weekly advice column.
Are the guys nice? The kids he is hanging out with?
I don't know, to be honest. They don't go to school together. Ezra doesn't say much about them. I twist my lips, remembering last month when I asked him where he met these guys, what their names were, why I've never seen them before. He gave me short answers. They met at the gym. Their names are Jonas and Pratt. They have jobs. He wanted to change the topic. Now, so do I. Ezra is growing up. Maybe this is part of letting him stretch his wings. New topic, I say, turning the conversation back on Riggs. Your latest piece in the Tribune went over well. I read some of the comments online. Everyone seemed really...
opinionated?
Riggs gives me a half smile. The kind I fell for when we met at a writing retreat on Orcas Island last summer. He was the teacher. I was the student. He's the opposite of the only other man I've ever been with. Wry and witty and worldly. Riggs Ashford looks like he was pulled from The Great Gatsby, a writer with style, and a way with words that makes me swoon. I may not be his girlfriend, but I certainly enjoy being his lover. Gun control is a hot-button issue. The comments didn't surprise me. It was the way that you delivered it. It was really powerful.
I'm not naive enough to think it will change anything.
Riggs gives a slight shake of his head. Don't be so defeatist, I say. You never know who might read your words and rethink their stance. He takes a drink of his sake.
Is that what you hope when you write?
I run a hand over the back of my neck, hot, feeling judged. I know my column isn't revolutionary.
No, but it's retro. Like a throwback to June Cleaver, to Carol Brady.
You're too young for those references. He grins.
So are you.
I laugh tightly. I'm not trying to change the world, but I like sharing parenting tips and advice on how to get out a shirt stain. And it has gotten me syndication, which is more than most writers I know. Riggs adjusts his tie knot.
I'm not judging you.
I smirk. But...
Remember when we met?
He reaches for my hand across the table.
You came to the retreat to start writing your memoir. That was a year ago. How much progress have you made since then?
Time feels precious right now. Ezra's a sophomore, I say, hating that I have to explain myself. Noah would never have made me justify my choice. He's growing up so fast, and I don't want to have any regrets. Any more, at least. Riggs runs a thumb over my knuckles.
That got dark.
I am dark. I bite my lip, stare him down. Riggs leans in.
One of the reasons I like you so damn much.
I swallow. You know me better than most people. At least, this version of me.
The post-Noah version?
He asks. I flinch. Yeah, the post-Noah version. I exhale. It's been a long 3 years since my husband died. I haven't figured out who I am yet without the person who was my constant, always by my side. Maybe after Ezra graduates, I'll write it. It all feels too raw still.
Isn't that what would make it so powerful?
I don't know if I care about having power. I just care about Ezra. I falter. And you, of course. He smiles, shakes his head.
Look, I know you aren't in a place to say I love you, to move in together, to get married, but neither am I.
I groan, knowing this was coming. Are we having a DTR?
A what?
Define the relationship? I lift my eyebrows. It's a phrase couples used back when Noah was in seminary.
I still can't picture you going to church, let alone supporting your husband through theology school.
People change, Riggs. He nods.
I know.
I meet his dark eyes, knowing his story is as raw as mine. I know you do. Then a smile tugs on my lips. It's one of the reasons I like you so damn much.
So, you want me to define this?
He asks, leaning back in his chair as the waiter sets the check on the table. Riggs hands him his credit card. Do we need to? My mind is scattered. I itch to look at my phone screen. Where is Ezra?
No, but I want to,
he says.
I know we're in different places in life, but I want to build on this, on what we have. It's special.
Says the man who lives on a boat, who could literally sail away at the slightest whim.
I'm not going anywhere.
This town is too small for you, Riggs. He chuckles.
And the mooring fees on Lake Washington are out of my price range. I'll stick to Port Rainier and hang out with you.
At least the sushi is cheaper here than in Seattle. He snorts.
I was thinking more about the fact that you live here, Cora.
You really want this? Want me? We don't have to make this exclusive. It doesn't change anything. Riggs pushes out his lips.
You want to date other people? Because I don't. I'm not.
I laugh, feeling the tension growing. No, that isn't what I mean. I'm not interested in any.